I bet with Interbet only. They're a fantastic site. I've never had any issues with them. They are very professional. There's never a problem. You deposit money, 2 seconds later it's in your account. You withdraw, which I do very occasionally, and I believe it's also 2 seconds it's in your account.
Looking at race number 3, this is probably one of the better bets on the card in the form of number 1 Alpha Betty, which is from the Peter Muscat stable, deep in the red, trading at around about 5.5 to 10, 6 to 10, and after that promising introduction, should be very, very tough to beat. Let's have a look at Alpha Betty when making that debut, and then we'll find out from Mark Naidu exactly how this one is progressing.
Down the inside, Valeria's Dream. Mshlali's further back. Telio's running on from behind, then Act of Mercy. Zenakele past the 200. Valeria's Dream's trying to fight back. Mshlali's running a big race on the outside. And Mshlali and Telio coming strongly. Mshlali just the leader. Mshlali won it. Second will go to Telio, Valeria's Dream, and Alpha Betty fourth.
Yes, it doesn't look like there's a lot of depth in that field. She gets the ideal draw of 1. She has learned a lot since her debut. I make her very competitive.
There you heard, has learnt a lot from the debut, as one would expect. So Alpha Betty, although she's very sharp in the betting, she does look to be the banker bet on the card. When looking at that run to Mshlali, you got to watch the replay. She was drawn 13 out of 14. She lost 3 lengths at the gate, and that was eye-catching progress at the business end. And when you look at the ride of Richard Fourie, it was a nice, sympathetic come-on run. So they gave her a nice look-see. He didn't beat her about, so it would have been a good introduction. And coming on from that run, I think she's going to be very, very tough to beat. She's got a big draw swing around. She's seen the course and distance. And being the professional outfit that the yard is, they would have done their work with her back at the gates. And I think that number 1 draw, if she can just jump half on terms, if she loses a length and can just be 3-4 lengths off them turning for home, there's not much depth in the field, as you heard. So she should take an absolute power of beating. And just looking at the overall form from that run, Zenakele has come through to win. So the form line has been franked. And with a lack of opposition with good form, number 1 Alpha Betty should be in the winner's enclosure. Number 2 Catalea Summers, a horse who made up some good ground last time out from the Glen Cotson stable, came from 15.8 lengths to be beaten 2.6 lengths at the finish, although back in 9th placing, a horse that you've got to include. Number 7, Dapperfontein at 20 to 1. I think this could be a horse for the exactors and the swingers. A horse who knows nothing about racing. All the runs has had excuses. And number 8, Ed VJ. This is probably the main danger to the favourite. If the favourite Alpha Betty still shows a lot of greenness, the number 8, Ed VJ, who Richard Fourie jumps aboard, was really taking off with a flourish last time, beaten a short head by Meredith Grey. Has had the experience of the 12 runs to date. However, the 4 runs on the turf has yet to see a placing. But let's see how Ed VJ goes. But all in all, race number 3, number 1, Alpha Betty. If she brings her A game to the race course, I believe she'll be too good for this field and come home in stylish fashion.
My name's Danny Diliberto, founder of Ladles of Love. It was founded back in 2014. Communities we work with are all over the peninsula, and we're working with 138 beneficiaries now. We've grown exponentially. We've been able to do that because of all the kindness that we have experienced from individuals and corporates such as Interbet, who just want to be part of the change.